Hey trainers, if you've been playing Pokemon since childhood and dream of going competitive, you might be in for a surprise. Don't worry, I'm Marco, your go-to strategist with plenty of wins under its belt. I'm going to give you guys a bit of advice on how to become pretty much like WolfeyVGC. Alright, the first essential thing that you probably skipped over before even starting your first game is the rule set. Now, I'm not saying anything completely catered, guys. Come on, boys and girls, whoever you are, read the rule set for the love of God. If you play a certain regulations, there are always rules tied to that regulation. So please read these rules, they're not complicated. In the current regulation I have access to 2 restricted Pokemon. I've talked a lot about them in previous videos. These are basically legendaries that are overly strong and that are restricted at a certain number of them. Either 0, 1, 2. It depends on the regulation set. And that's why it's important for you guys to read these. Because sometimes I just load up a random game, okay? Just a random game to have fun. Who do I find? Someone with pretty much 1 legendary or 0 legendary. How do you think the battle ends? It ends 2 matches. The guy gets completely wrecked. It is not a good idea, guys, to not read the rule set. Please, for the love of God, help me on that one. Help me. And sometimes these legendaries are also the reason you lose your matchup, because you make the mistake of leaving them with no protection whatsoever. Basically leaving them completely naked in front of your opponent. I mean, who would leave their most important piece just broad open? Basically like you're playing chess and you're just putting your king at the center of the board. Come on, bro. Just bring 1 support at least. They're just in front of you, you just have to pick them, right? Indeedee, Ogerpon, Mousehold, Farigiraf, and many more. I mean, take Clefairy for example. Having this little guy with your legendary can come in handy, especially since he can reduce damage by 25% on your legendary thanks to Friend Guard, and redirect damage into itself thanks to Follow Me, a classic combo that works pretty well. It can even restore your legendary's health using Heal Pulse. Plus, since he is not fully evolved, he can hold the Eviolite item to boost his defense. Come on, man. It would be a shame not to use supports such as those. Just like it would be a shame not to know about EVs and IVs. Now, in one of my previous shorts, someone wrote in comments he didn't even know about EVs and IVs. When I saw that, I was like, that's not good for you. You're not gonna get competitive without that knowledge. So I'm gonna get to breaking down EVs and IVs for you guys really quick. EVs basically are short for effort points. These points are awarded to your Pokemon when he defeats an opponent, and depending on the Pokemon he defeated, they gain 4 points in a certain stats. These points basically boost your stats and are really crucial because pretty much every Pokemon in strategy are gonna be boosted at the max, and if you're not boosted at the max, you're gonna get destroyed because they have more base stat than you. And don't worry, you can only have 252 effort points per stat and 510 overall points. Now for IVs though, you can think of these as one's talent. Basically, a Beedrill might be talented to defense, or another Beedrill might be talented for attack. And in the later case, you'd want pretty much the one for attack, because Beedrill is better in attack. Every Pokemon is basically generated with these values that are from 0 to 31, and the higher the better. You can also max these out using bottle caps. What is not maxable though is experience. And I mean, yes, a lot of times you can lose a matchup simply because it's bad for you, but pretty much any game can be won with experience. After all, the key to Wolfey's success is not really being the most smart or being the most out of the box. It's being the one that has the most experience. But if you want to get started with your journey, then maybe this video will interest you.